Hey, this is Dean Graziosi, and welcome back to the weekly blog. Okay, it is official. Be a Real Estate Millionaire was the #1 best-selling real estate book in America for about 18 months, but something beat it. My new book, Profit from Real Estate Right Now, this week officially surpassed Be a Real Estate Millionaire. This is currently the #1 best-selling real estate book in America, and I am stoked to be able to give it to you guys. I know so many of you at the site have ordered it. Hey, a couple weeks ago, if you ordered from deangraziosi.com, the first couple of days we put it up, there was a little glitch. Not a glitch in anything. We processed your card, we shipped your books, but it took us about 4 days to process the order, about 4 days delayed in shipping. We've just been overwhelmed. You know, when this book hit, it just blew up. I mean, literally, we have to tone down the advertising because we're selling so many books, and everybody who's read it is freaking out over it. It's the best thing I've ever done. It's your recipe to profit in today's down market. If you got the book, enjoy it. Hey, I want to talk about one thing today. I want to talk about failure. The reason I did this, the reason I want to talk about failure today is Chip Brown, the awesome guy who's been with me for about 8 years, who films all these blogs, films all my shows. He was talking today. I said, what topic would you like to talk about? He gave me a little paper and said, what about failure? So many people are afraid of failure. Well, let's just spend a minute on failure. You know, what is failure? Failure is something I think we are programmed to avoid, when in fact failure is one of the main ingredients for success. Because if you think about it, if you never get in the game, if you're never out there trying with real estate, with sports, with education, with anything, when you're not out there trying and making yourself vulnerable to failure, you have no way to improve your game. Failure is a stepping stone to success. Listen, if you get out there and use our techniques to practice, to go out and find the perfect realtor, to make the perfect deal, to get a property locked up on paper at 50% off, if you fail a few times along the way, when there's no downside risk, but you fail, what are you doing? You're figuring out what not to do. Folks, remember in life, figuring out what not to do is just as important, if not more important, of what to do. What if you get really close on a deal and you say the wrong things to the seller, you say the wrong things to the buyer, you say the wrong thing if you're getting financing, if you write the paperwork wrong and you blow the deal? Is the world going to come to an end? No, it just means you're that much closer to your next successful deal. Listen, if for all you wives out there that you know husbands hate when we get lost, right? We're just grumpy. It's the only time we get grumpy, or maybe you're grumpy a lot more than that. So I know the only time I get grumpy is when I'm lost. But if you're driving down a road and you come to a fork in the road and you make a left and you get miserably lost, the next time you're on that road, you'll never make that left again. And that's the same thing with life. Failure is a part of success. So instead of looking at failure like, oh my God, what if I try and it doesn't work? Look at it like, oh my God, what if I try it and it doesn't work? At least I know what not to do, but I was in the game and now I know what to do. So if you can really program it to get rid of all the stuff your teacher said, to get rid of all the, listen, when you look at a baseball player, I'm not big into sports, but right, a 400 batting average, that's a really incredible batting average, right? Hall of Famer, All-Star, that means 6 out of 10 times he gets up to bat, what's he do? He fails. That's life, folks. You got to be in the game to win it. Failure is part of success. Try to change that little trigger in your head to know that, hey, man, if I failed, I'm just one step closer to putting that fat check in my pocket. You have a wonderful, wonderful week. Make sure if you didn't get signed up for the live event, I seriously consider that you check it out and understand it. It is shaping up to be something phenomenal, and I can't wait to meet so many of you face to face. You have an incredible week. See you here next time. Same place, same website. Talk soon.